Yup. As we get started real fast. Hold up. Let me show you. Y'all ain't got these though. Y'all ain't got the Polygon socks. Fuck you mean. Gonna start soon. All right. Ricky dokey. I didn't do any streams yesterday. Hope you guys missed me. Probably didn't miss me though. Seems I'm a punching bag. And I'm okay with that. I am okay with being a punching bag right now. Because I'm living my best life in IRL, in the flesh. Hold on, I'm tweeting right now. I had to put them socks on, boy. My motherfucking feet was cold. Cold out here. 33 degrees. My fucking toes were like, bro, what are you doing? You are freezing. There's no way you're going to be able to focus on crypto with them froze ass toes. So I had to put on my motherfucking Polygon socks. You ain't got the Polygon socks though. Are you in crypto if you don't have any crypto socks? God damn it. Hey man, I'm feeling really good right now. Actually, I got some water next to me. I saw the guy who ain't gonna die this past weekend. That's why I couldn't stream yesterday. I almost killed myself drinking too much on Sunday. Quit that. Gotta quit that. But that's a loop. That's a loop I like to be in. So I'm just hoping I could get that loop out of me. I don't know though, man. Shout outs to tequila. But I got a big ass thing of water here. Also, before this stream starts, man, happy Black History Month. We got 9 days left, the shortest month of the year. Make sure you celebrate this week, because it's the last full week. Let's fucking go. Bum, 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 bum. What's up, y'all? We drinking water. Oh, look, it's me. Look at that hallucination, live hallucination. Well, this is your boy, Crypto Bruh, aka Mo World Peace, the DJ / producer, coming back again with another video. Turning the music down. What is up? Seems we got some talkers in the chat today. What's up, Titan X? Crypto Dude, Code Cluster. What up, y'all? What up? X1 can't come out any sooner. Facts. It can't. And it probably won't. Let's be honest. Like, what's funny about X1 right now is so many people are not in development that they're just talking out of their ass now. They're just like, what is gonna happen? Let's hypothesize on what's not gonna happen, right? So it's pretty funny. It's like, let's hypothesize on a world where X1 is not real, and then everyone in development is like, all right, cool, we're gonna have another fork so that we can continue developing this awesome blockchain that is not how do you say, like, if or we're getting to a point of hallucination in the Zen price, which is amazing. And I'm really excited right now. I'm super duper interested in seeing what is going to happen here, because you gotta be out of the loop to literally be egging this to go up, you know? Like, you gotta be out of the loop. If you're like, yo, yes, let's go all the way to 6 zeros and 5, right? Like, I think you're a little bit out of the loop. I still want to see us test these lows again. So we're in a really good zone here. And just like the title of the video says, is this a trap? Right? Again, Bitcoin and Ethereum move the fucking market, y'all. Any coin moving in parallel with those two coins kind of gives you the insight of what's happening next. So realistically, back in the beginning of January or mid-January, we wanted to see Bitcoin actually pull back a little bit before it started its move to 50K, right? Like, I still think we should have a solid $50,000 Bitcoin by March 14th, right? And it's all actually working out very well right now. Here, we're going to turn off the moving averages because, or off all that shit. Because what's crazy about Bitcoin is this was a very strong push. And right now is the psychological part, where you have all these people who just bought the fuck in like idiots. They saw Bitcoin and they were like, oh my God, I gotta get it right now, right? Like, if you've been following the channel, we've been in Bitcoin since last year, right? Like, we've been in Bitcoin since way the fuck back here, bruh. Like, this is my Bitcoin entry. So what's funny, right? Again, life is about self-reflection and seeing where others are. So seeing a lot of people up here right now and how they're getting accepted into their next, I don't know, like the next part of their journey. Like, they was dumb enough again to come back and buy Bitcoin at 50K again. Like, damn, boy, like this shit was sitting below 50K for the longest time, and you really just came back and bought this shit at 50K after the ETF. Like, hell yeah, they about to pull that shit back on you. Like, what the fuck? That's the easiest game. And then the same for Ethereum, right? Ethereum touched the butt today. We had that 3,000 right on the dot. That's fucked up. Excuse my French. This is an adult channel. But yeah, ETH hitting $3,000 this morning had me rolling, because again, this is just a big hallucination, and everyone believes they perceive what is happening. But again, they might have just bought fucking Ethereum at 25, bro. We've been in ETH, bro, since it was fucking $1,500, praying to God that it went to 800. Way the fuck back here. So I do feel for everyone that is right here right now. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You bought a top. It's all good though. Because again, the best thing that's on everyone's side right now is that Bitcoin is actually creating a market. So before, it was just a bunch of crypto people trading and a bunch of people who believed that Bitcoin could be the next big thing. But now we are seeing the impact of the ETFs. And the scary thing is that the ETFs came in so aggressively that's why we see this price right now, right? So they can rug pull. The question is are they playing that game, right? And I don't personally think that that's a game that's actually being played. I think that's like a lower end game being played by speculators. Now me, I'm in development. Shout out to X1 Chain. We in development. Come to the Discord. I'm not Discord. Fuck that. We don't do Discord. We do Telegram. Discord too much la in Discord. It's kind of funny. People will tell you Discord is better because it's more organized, but it's too much blah blah blah. Like in a Telegram setting, you get to filter out people who are just there for clout. That's what I love about Telegram. You got to stay in the mix. Those that are chatting and talking, as soon as someone new shows up, you know it. I don't like that vibe in Discord. So again, that's why it's like, yo, the Discords are probably going crazy right now. Everyone's probably like freaking out. And it's the best time to actually pull this back a little bit on these hoes, you know, make them nervous because the game is already won. As we can see here, this moving average is actually going beyond what it should be doing. It's moving up, right? The 200 is on its way up. When we started looking at the 200, we wanted to see it go up, but really we wanted to see this come down and test it. So the fact it's moving up without the price having to test the 200, that's like more confirmation that majority of this buying is from people pushing the price because they want the Bitcoins. It's not like just manipulation. It's actually running the fuck away from us. And I'm extremely excited right now. I'm loving this psychological perception I get to be on, like an outsider for, right? I'm in crypto. I'm deep in crypto. Like I got shit everywhere. So these pullbacks mean nothing to me. They're really just a way to see how the market is feeling. I did this yesterday too. I did my own thought experiment because again, this is my world. So, and you're just watching it. Shout outs to you if you watch it. Shout outs to you if you scratch your head and turn it off. Big ups. But yeah, this is my world. So what I tweeted yesterday, oops, sorry, Elon. What I posted yesterday was when X won, right? I posted this like I said yesterday, I was asleep all day. I woke up at 4 o'clock in the afternoon and I was like, yo, what's going on in this reality, right? And I go and I look and I'm like, oh shit, everyone's like spazzing. Like there's a lot of gloom. Like yesterday, for some reason, there was just like all this like animosity of how long we've been at 50K. and I was like, oh shit, everyone's feeling that part in the rally when they go, you know what, maybe this isn't going to happen the way I thought it was, right? Because they're following all the blogs, they're following all the podcasts. I love this analogy. So they're followers. They're listening instead of doing the research and becoming a developer, right? So I'm like, let me go ahead and manipulate a little bit and see what the fuck people are feeling. So I went ahead and just posted when X won. And this engagement on this post is ridiculous. Nobody fucks with my post nowadays. I think sometimes my posts are so deep that people, they brush them off. Like for instance, I literally was like, all I care about is AI in 2024, and this got 3 likes. and it has it has a Zen shill in there, and it only has 3 likes, only has 133 views. But as soon as I'm like, win X1, 6.3 thousand views. Like I said, thought experiment successful. More proof to myself that I'm on the other side, and I'm actually now observing the observers, and it's fucking weird. It's so weird. So let's talk about Zen and why we want to see this bend. Because again, I'm a solo Joe, so most of y'all are probably following the narrative, and the narrative is to sell right now. Just like why Titan X is in the house saying like, oh, you should get out of everything Zen, because again, most of these people are on the other side of the swing. They're actually not in the core of the swing. They're on the other side, right? Like, technically you should have sold everything in the ETH, and then today you should be actually channeling back into your favorite projects. If you're ahead of the game, if you're in the game, then you're probably seeing $3,000 ETH. You're like, and this is what I mean. Ahead of the game is like, you got your ETH, you see the price already, you knew it was going to be there. In the game is like, oh, I just bought ETH today, or oh, I just made a pump bag for the next 6 months. It's like, yo, when are you going to get ahead of the game, right? When are you going to change your perception of crypto so that you can get ahead of the race, right? I'm officially ahead of the race, bro. Like, as much as all this noise is happening, it's kind of funny now because, yeah, like, I'm feeling it a lot. I'm feeling like this game is 100% behind me. And anyone who's in Zen world, again, following the development, this game is also behind you. Just keep your eyes on the prize, which is X1 chain is being developed, and everything else turns into noise. It becomes very sound when you realize this. Someone say, oh, it's a cult. Well, who cares at that point if someone else isn't doing the research and they're just going to say it's a cult? Now, what's fun is again, I went to this like Brian Johnson thing. Shout out to Augmented. He was actually there with me. So we were fucking geeking on some reality shit, right? Like, it's like a away from keyboard friend linking with myself. Like, I haven't had many links like that where I meet someone on the internet and then, like, you know, through an interest, right? Crypto is the interest. It's not like on some Tinder shit. You feel me? Like, oh, like, oh, I'm gonna go, you fuck a bitch. Like, it ain't like that. It's like, oh, let's fuck this reality up. Like, how about that? Like, let's bring these worlds together and make the world chaotic, right? So we go to this real life talk with Brian Johnson, man. And what's funny is you would think it's like a Twitter Spaces, right? Twitter Spaces, you go in there, you're like, all right, there's like 200 people in here, like, and then you get to hide in the background or whatever, right? You can go up to the stage. So it was really cool just being in a real life Spaces, right? It was, again, it removes that technology layer that we're all, like right now, I got a technology layer between you and me. So your perception of who I am is based on what you're seeing, right? Your hallucination of crypto, bruh, is whatever the fuck I'm giving you and whatever you decide, you know, to take in. So again, being in a real life setting, exploring bigger ideas and seeing how other individuals perceive something that is out of their reach. What's funny about this is because the whole don't die thing is a meme, like don't die. Yet people take it so serious that they were bringing in religion. Like, how do you question God? It's like, bro, we're talking about AI here. We're talking about using artificial intelligence to make yourself healthier because you can't do it. And having a doctor and a healthcare that might run you, you know, cheeks, you know. But now if you can have this algorithm that tells you how to live a healthier life, how you might not die, you could potentially change your reality. And again, what was funny was people fighting this concept and saying it was a cult, right? All it is people saying, let's use technology to better our experience in reality. And there's still always going to be people who say, that sounds like a cult. Sounds like I got to agree to something, right? So my whole mind is all messed up now. Because, yeah, what is a cult if you're just trying to better yourself? You know, you are probably in a cult if the cult ends up saying, all right, now you're going to have to kill yourself and we all going to go to a different realm. Like, all right, at that point, bro, what the fuck are you inside of, right? But, like, if you're just like, I like this because the technology makes sense to me, and then someone says, oh, you're in a cult, I would probably say that person's very out the loop. because technology can't be stopped, right? When tech is good, there's no way it's just gonna stop, right? It's not like the iPhone came out and then it stopped. It's not like this personal computer came out and then it stopped. It's not like Linux came out and then it stopped, right? Bitcoin is the same shit. It's not like it came out and stopped. It's not like Ethereum came out and stopped. So everybody that keeps looking at Zen thinking it's gonna stop, y'all are fucking hilarious. And yeah, what's cool is, again, I want it to fall down so I can get a better position in this, because it also confirms, going back to this tweet, that everyone is on a different plane than majority of development, which actually means if you believe in X1 development, this is kind of like that offset part of like, are you in the game, right? Like, there's individuals who literally just bought Bitcoin at 50 something thousand, and now they got skin in the game. Now they got to play this head game because they got skin in the game at the wrong time, right? So that person that just bought now would probably be saying to themselves, oh shit, I wish I would have bought back in September, October, when it was, you know, half the price. But now I'm up here and I have to listen to today's narrative, right? Now they have to wait for the game to change for them to be in a position of power, right? This is such a great moment in time for anyone to do this self-reflection, because in Zen, right now, it's like, okay, if that's normal hype, right? Normal world is buy the top and then pull it back on them so they get scared and get the cheaper bits. Why in our world wouldn't we have the same concept, right? There's a lot of people who just bought into Zen right here. There was some more that bought in right here, and now they're right here and they're like, am I really into this? And what have we been talking about this whole trade? Bro, we've been in this motherfucker for like over 100 days in this particular range, right? This range has been the same since October. Yeah, October, November, December, January, February. So 5 months. 5 months of just being here. And after all this time in this fucking reality, you really think this technology is going to stop? But I mean, again, I don't want to change your judgment. If you're going to sell your Zen, sell your Zen. I'm not here to change your judgment. This shit is dead. You know, go get into something else. That's fine, right? Do it. But again, from the patterns that I've observed, this is the part where you get ahead. This is the part in Zen where everyone else is saying the same thing. Literally, you could use me as a pillar. I did it right here. Everyone is wondering when X1, so they're not focused on development. They're not focused on how Zen can how Zen can benefit them, right? Most of these individuals are looking at Zen and they're trying to figure out how does it work for them, not how does it benefit them. Actually, I got to call out another person too that I had saw. I love you so much, Crypto Mom, but I got to call you out on this because you're part of this the experiment. She's really cool. I actually am inspired by Crypto Mom, because Crypto Mom is someone, in my opinion, who is in crypto like nonstop, right? I would say that she's in crypto so much and she's very intelligent that she picks up on things that most people don't, right? She got into Pork, she got into Bitmap, she got into Titanx, she got into Zen. So she's doing something right. And from my background of speaking with her, it sounds like, you know, she tried Forex, she got into crypto, and it's a better movement for her, which is awesome. But I saw this today, and then this is what also is telling me that a lot of people are not following development, right? Quick question. Will my Zenmin still have any value besides burning for X1? Correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems most people have moved from Zen to Zenium. Now, seeing this morning gave me a little bit of concern, because it's like, yeah, so many people are caught up in wondering what Zen is and not following development that they're actually now competing Zen and Zenium. We had this talk on a Spaces, I think on Sunday, with Simple, because again, I think a lot of people put a lot of money into Zen, and now they're praying that it's like their way out, right? It's like, oh, I put all this money into Zen, it's gonna be my way out. But that right there makes me feel like this game had me feel the same way. Way back here, if you've been following the channel, let's go ahead and take these lines off. So back in June of 23, right here, when we had this big pump because of DXN, I actually thought that Zen was going to change my life. And then when it pulled back because of the DXN, because of the P.o.P, there was a lot of elements here that if you weren't there, you're not going to have them bookmarked. But yeah, again, DXN had a crazy sell-off. P.o.P blasted off. A lot of people sold everything for P.o.P, and that's why P.o.P did so well. And then also you had gas go up. A lot of people thought X1 chain, or what was it, the DXN thing, blah, blah, blah. Like all these stupid narratives brought this down, right? And for me, this was a really important part of the Zen journey, because in May, I had to question whether or not I was in this for the money or for the technology, right? And I've been here every single day, constantly talking about tech, because that's all that matters in Zen. All that matters in Zen is tech. So shout out Crypto Mum, but I would like to tell you that Zen and XEN are the same thing. And the question is, will I be burning for anything besides X1 chain? That's a question posed for the crypto community. It's actually kind of funny too that like the crypto community's incentive of development is pretty fucking horrible right now. Like when you think about it, like most crypto devs are like chasing something, right? Something I really, really enjoy in our world, in Zen world, is that most of the developers are being created. They're people who've been inspired by cryptocurrency for a while now. I mean, look at Tree City West, right? He's been in crypto for how long, I don't know, but it seems X1 and Zen helped him or inspired him to start putting work into the public, right? So essentially, again, he's a dev created by Zen. And then there's some other ones too, like OXMR, Zen artists. Well, Joe Blau didn't make shit until Zen came out. He didn't have no crypto before Zen. And then he just said that the development of it made it make sense to himself. So again, I feel like we are a different hallucination in crypto. We create our own developers. We're creating a lot of inspirational figures in crypto. We're displaying that chart doesn't matter. We're displaying that technology will surpass gains. We're introducing post-quantum cryptography. Like, I don't know how many more good things you need to know about Zen. I'm sorry, I'm LOLing right now. I came in hot. It's almost 30 minutes into the show. And yeah, I didn't stream yesterday, so I didn't get to tell you guys about drink more water. But what's up, chat? What up, Mind, Body, and Crypto? Zen needs to do an airdrop and all will be forgotten. Only cool rugs airdrop. You know what's funny though? When you think about that, Mind, Body, and Crypto, like the strategy of marketing in crypto. Actually, I was talking about Og in real life. I was talking to Og about this, about how people spent 4 years in advertisement just for a TikTok to come out with a song that people prefer more than the marketing strategy. And now the marketing strategy is actually looking for people who can find a trend before it's hot, right? So now it's like, oh, all that 4 years of learning what trends are, now you need to actually know what trend is hot. They didn't teach you that shit. They didn't teach you how trends are hot. They just taught you what to identify, right? So now you got to identify hotness. How many times can you identify that, before you're replaced by someone who's doing it better, right? So same goes for like Zen. Our marketing is so much different than most of these other cryptos that, yeah, people who discover Zen will probably replace marketers of today because they're not hip to the trend. They're just telling you what they've learned, right? I actually said this earlier too. I was like, most people are going to give you information, right? When you come to my channel, I hope I'm giving you some education. Right. And I mean, we can get even deeper. Right now, I'm solely talking about Zen price and crypto bullshit. But I mean, we have explored beyond the world of the blocks. So again, I think the marketing we have going on is one of the best in crypto. It's shaking out everyone. It's making people who've been in crypto for a long time kind of question what they're actually doing. And then it's also bringing people like myself to a development state where we've been dormant devs and we've been following the wrong path and we've been watching others. Again, we've been grabbing information instead of pushing education. And because of those parameters and pillars, there has been a postpone on creating new developers. And I'm excited. I am very excited for anyone who gets inspired, because again, I think the best ideas are going to come out of Zen world, because we're not focused on airdrops. We're not focused on the original marketing plan. We've actually introduced something brand new that a lot of brands will probably try to copy. But again, you can't copy something that is legendary in a sense, right? It's like no one can come out with another Nike Dunk. Like, I see so many people try Nike Dunks in the future. That's a shit coin, right? I saw one of my good homies who got a really good thing going on come out with a fucking Nike Dunk replica. I was like, bro, you got good shit going on for you. I'm gonna keep him under wraps, but I think he could have did a little bit more, with his clout. But again, some people don't look at branding like that. They think that you could just take something, recoin it, and then pray to God it does numbers, right? That's not the case. It's not the case in real production. In real production, you need to bring innovation, because innovation sells itself, right? If Steve Jobs didn't work hard to make sure that the iPod had a good hard drive made by Toshiba, because they was going to get all kinds of fucking hard drives, in case you don't know, right? That hard drive in Toshiba actually brought the iPod to the top because it gave it a better entry price than most MP3 players that were at that high entry price, holding music and such, right? Again, abundance is what people usually get into. But yeah, our shit is fire, man. Fuck an airdrop. AI algo solves this. What's up, Frankie for crypto? What up, Rolando? What up, Optimus Prime? He said he's still here. He just low key. Bro, come to the surface. Too many motherfuckers in Zen so deep. I ain't never meet so many people that are so scared to talk about something. I've been talking about this shit for a whole year. That's why now, like, if you feel the passion coming out of the vibes, bro. Like, bro, I'm at Brian Johnson's IRL speech wearing Zen gear. Y'all gonna see it, because he recorded the whole thing, and me and Og were tearing up the room. That's why we had to actually pull back a little bit when we realized that the conversation wasn't heading towards artificial intelligence, and yet heading towards this world where people are scared to die. And I think that's why he did the thought experiment, and it inspired me to do my own thought experiment, because it is true, you don't know how the people feel until you put them into an experiment they don't know, and then that's why I'm saying this is really, really good shit we got going on here, because a lot of people don't know, man. Bro, back to dropping the knowledge. We got Dank in the house. Thanks for the 4, my G. I think the Ocean Line gave me a 2 as well. I missed you so much that I cried myself to sleep. You motherfucker. Shout out to the Ocean Line for the 2. Who else is in here? Who else is in this motherfucker? Satoshi Overloaded. Can you please explain what gives in value? And what you're excited for? And why is Crypto Bruh saying to sell? I'm a complicated motherfucker. That's why. That's why. What's up, Lita? I see Lita Crypto in the chat as well. Good to see you guys. It's always good to see some familiar names. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what up, Michael? Michael in the house as well. Satoshi Overload says, Crypto Bruh, I'm new to Zen. Can you do a quick 5-minute overview of the things you're doing to build position? How new to you Satoshi Overload, how new to Zen are you though? That's actually I have a question I have to ask everybody. How new are you actually? Like, did you just find out about it, or have you known about it and you just started to, dibble dabble in this? Because that's a big piece of the puzzle. I honestly think people need to erase everything that they know about Zen, because you don't know anything. I did that, and that's what I'm saying. When I knew here in May that we were going down, after I talked to Rosvin, and he was like, yeah, bro, like, I'm gonna let you know right now, if the price is based on community, bro, and if they say the price is 99 cents per DXN, that's the community price. I will never forget that. If you've been following me, you know that's when I rage quit DXN. When I heard that, it's way back here. And then came this candle. I was so hurt. I was like, fuck, man, I should have sold this shit at the top. But again, what I learned here in this moment is that in a fair launch needs time. And the more time it has, the better results you're going to get. So that's kind of why, again, the question is, when did you enter Zen? Because you got to figure out what part of this fair launch you're in. A lot of people entered Zen in the beginning of the fair launch, and now they've got this whole perception of Zen that's like actually not what it is. Right. So, and then there's people who just got in, and again, like I said, they might have bought these tops, and they're the ones that are really trying to understand what's going on here. I did some bulk mints, and now I've been burning for DXN, but I got wrecked on DXN when I bought. I feel that. Okay. So you're saying you've been doing bulk mints. Well, there's a lot of different ways to get Zen right now. I mean, me personally, I am only minting Zen if it's under 20 Gwei. So lately it's been above 21. It's been like we've been right in this zone for a while now. So I haven't been minting much. And I think I'm getting ready to get over this, because I made a quote today saying, like, you know, who am I to say people won't mint right now, you know? So then I'm actually at the end of the game again if I stop playing, right? So minting, especially XeNFTs, are going to be very important, right? XeNFTs is probably the primary way you want to get Zen. Some would say don't do that, it's expensive. I would say this is the best way to keep your Zen collateralized. Keep your Zen in a collateral XenFT, so then that way you can use that Zen before it completes itself, right? If you're in a Coin Tools, if you're in a Zen Turbo, you won't be able to actually utilize the Zen because it's just a smart contract, whereas this is an ERC 721, so it's a non-fungible that can be traded. Way better way, in my personal opinion. And again, when the burning does go live, you'll be able to burn your XenFTs at full power, at full estimation. Now, the crazy thing again is it's like, yo, you actually want to wait to burn, because if you don't know, every day you get more Zen as more people come online. So you don't want to just burn everything in one go, because if you wait a little bit, you might have some more in there to get better rewards. So that's one way. Definitely mining through XenFTs. I don't think there's 5 ways to get Zen, bro. Either you're buying, you're mining, or you can use now some what the fuck? You can use these third-party websites. Not third-party, but how do I say this? Because Zen, Fair Crypto does not have a marketplace for XenFTs. Right, so the marketplace for the XenFT currently is a third-party experiment. Right, you're gonna go somewhere else to get some extra XenFTs. What we're looking at right now is Mastodon. This is made by, I always say Master, like there's an ER in there. Mastodon. So this is Mastodon. It's presented by the DB Zen team. Big ups. And what you can do here right now, it's kind of hard to find. I mean, I kind of get it. I think they just want to hide them. That's probably what they're trying to do. Like, don't buy those. Get into DB's NFTs. The fuck. But yeah, you can go here, up here in the search bar. You could do Zen torrent Ethereums, and then what you can see is people have started listing their how do you fucking say this? These NFTs? They've been listening to these XenFTs, and now what's actually pretty funny, I saw this morning. Some people are taking less Zen, they're selling these for Zen right now. Now this is either a two-way street, you know, but these are maturing like soon, you know. So what would be hilarious? This is kind of what I'm saying. Like, you're asking yourself, how do I get more Zen? It's like, dude, there's so many ways. Like, you could even go and buy 1.9 billion Zen right now, and then come and buy this thing give this person their early access to Zen, and then just hodl this or burn it for X1, you know? So this was pretty funny to me. But shout outs DB Zen for introducing the Zen on Zen play. Like, dude, that's crazy. And not a lot of people are taking advantage of this. So, you know, still waiting to see what happens here. More, I don't know. And again, I think the Zen world is super small because a lot of people are still tempering on whether or not they really are down. So if more people were down because they are like myself and they're like projecting out that this technology is special, they would be listing here. So again, this is one place to get more Zen with Zen. But let's look at Blur. So blur.io is another place you could buy some Zen to kind of get some more, try to look for a deal. Oh, they changed the website. Yeah, they changed the website hard. I don't like this though. I hate that type of shit. Sorry. Personal. It's like, just leave the bar there. Damn, this ain't a fucking desktop. But yeah, you can go here. And then people will be listing XeNFTs here. But you just got to watch out because I noticed over here and maybe over there too, but a lot of people push XeNFTs that are already claimed or like they've expired and things. So you got to really do your due diligence here. But maybe you can find one for the low if all makes sense. What I mean by all makes sense is like you go here to mint and whatever this price is to mint fully, maybe there'll be something here that's actually cheaper. So it makes more sense for you to buy this rather than make a new mint. So there's a lot of ways to play the Zen game. And again, this is why Zen is built the way it is. It's about liquidity. It's about having an abundance coin on purpose so that you can do or so that can have elastic durability and dynamics, right? If you have an elastic coin like a Zen coin, you can dream bigger because there's always going to be supply. Once X1 chain comes on, I don't fucking know what's going to fucking happen. But right now we're in this reality where there is a ton of Zen. So why not, you know, pick up some and do something stupid with it? And again, that's why it's pretty funny to see the price fall down, because that's essentially miners, again, selling their Zen for a cheap rate to get maybe at these levels. This is bare minimum. Like they're not getting a lot of gains. They're maybe getting a 2x, right? So that, again, that goes back to the beginning of the conversation. Is Zen dead? Right? Is it like is it dead for real? You know? It's like, why haven't more people dumped it? But yeah, so those are my three places to get more Zen. You know, make a XenFT, use Mastodon, and then also use Blur to your advantage. I guess the fourth one could be staking. You could stake your Zen. Somebody did that yesterday. We had a really, really large buy in Zen, and then they instantly staked it. That was pretty crazy to see. Let's see if we can pull it up real fast. Everybody sold that pump though. They were like, oh, what the fuck? I gotta get up out of here. That's so funny. It's kind of funny how that happens. It's like one person buys in, and then where's it at? Everybody just follows with the sells. And we have some really big whale action going on in this modem. I call it, okay, I call it you know, like a modem, like in your house. That's where the internet goes into your house, and then that modem configurates it so that your computers can register the signal coming out of the modem, right? Like, because the modem is the filter. So that's kind of how I see this liquidity pool. It's a modem. People are putting in Zen coins, and the perception of the Zen coin after the fact is a whole new experience. So if you're a buyer right now, you want to, you know, find your peace in Zen, because there are a lot of people putting coins in the modem. Now, I don't know why they're doing that, because again, it's going to be harder to make these coins going into the future, and we're still in a trading range. So that's why it's like, this is such a weird moment, bro. This was a fabricated pump, so we haven't taken out this trade yet. I don't fucking know why. Like, it's been 5 months. Why hasn't this trade fucking died, dude? Does anybody have an answer besides, like, sell all your Zen? Is there any answer to why this hasn't died? Like, it's still up from that trade, and that's the traders. So again, the longer that the traders, or how do you say this? The longer that the holders hold, the more constructed this pump becomes, lessening the amount of X's on the bottom. So, right, like we have a future where we wish that we see some lower lows, right? Like the next 99% is down here, 7 zeros and 88. So I've been waiting. I'm waiting to see it. But like, again, the longer we go this way and not finding that low, again, the more self-explanatory it is to see that like what we're experiencing is distribution, is the abundance, is the elastic dynamic supply concept that most don't have. So man, I don't know. I can go on and on. This shit is tight, dude. This shit is tight. I hope you, Satoshi, what's your name again? Satoshi Overloaded. I hope you find your home in Zen. That's one thing I will say. Don't chase don't chase price in Zen. Chase supply, because that's what it's really about. It's about having the most coins. You don't want to have less than the community in a sense, because again, at any moment in time, somebody can come and make a bunch of coins, and then if you have less than the community, then you're pissed that everything sold off. Here, let's go to Zen Turbo dashboard real quick, because there's actually a fun fact in here. Time to buy Zen. Shh, don't buy Zen. Fuck that. Fuck buy Zen. OpenSea still works for Polygon. Oh, that's good to know. Yeah, OpenSea was hating on the Zen by taking Zen off. I'm actually surprised they're on Blur, because Blur forked OpenSea. So for a second, the contract wasn't allowing us to add new XeNFTs, and then out of nowhere, it just allowed it. So maybe they changed, or maybe Blur realized that some of the content wasn't coming over, so they just said, fuck it, delete that. Get rid of that. But that's why you'll see here on Blur, you won't see any OpenSeas for the NFTs. Yeah, OpenSeas sucks. I remember when OpenSea was just like a box. Now they're like, we're OpenSea. Like, bro, you know, y'all are a box. Damn, total supply went up heavy, bro. Damn, 175. Woo. 61 is liquid. Wow. So this is also what's getting funny about Zen. A lot of people are holding it. Burning has slowed down. People have stopped burning, right? All the signs are there to tell you that, like, majority of these people are waiting for X1 chain. They're just waiting for it. They're like, I ain't even gonna move. I'm just gonna wait for that. And that's special. That's, again, like, if you've been looking at the price every single day, what you need to do is stop looking at it and position yourself for the future, right? If you understand Zen, what are you waiting for, right? If you have mints in and now you're like, all right, I got some extra cash, I guess I'm gonna buy this. What are you waiting for? You know, you already believe in it. Like, are you waiting for the rest of the group? Right? Like, are you gonna be a part of the group hallucination, or are you gonna hallucinate on your own? I'm pretty deep right now, guys. We had the AI talk, bro. Like, and we have AI in Zen. So there's so many areas that we're hitting that it makes it, again, a very funny scenario that a lot of crypto users think Zen should be XYZ when it's post-quantum experience, you know? Like, what you're experiencing in Zen is going to be exactly what it is to be post-quantum, post-AI, bro. You were literally living in right now. Like, I what the fuck? Everything has AI. Even my, I think this has AI. Like, I can, like, Brave. Doesn't Brave have AI? Oops. Let's knock that over. Don't want to knock over my water. Oh, yeah, right here. Ask Leo. Yeah. So you see this? This is how you know we're in post-quantum, but they're letting people assume that they're not. Right? And so it's an assumption-based hallucination. You're assuming that AI is going to not take over, or it's going to take over when it takes over. Right? Or you can go with the assumption that it's already in motion and that everything you knew in the past is now eligible to be erased. That's post-quantum world. In pre-quantum, you have all these emotions and these ideas, But again, they don't fucking work anymore because the math is better. The computers are better. We're moving at the speed of light now. Like, why are you still trying to hold on to the sun in a sense instead of to the beam, right? And we know that light beams. So we know that the sun is just a projection of energy that we can store beams of light from. The fuck? And then we're moving on, bro. There's so many solar panels now. So many people grabbing beams of light out the sky, bro. Like, it's 24. So again, I think we're post-quantum. And I honestly believe Zen is a post-quantum token the way it's being built all the way down the X1 chain. Right? Here, let's bring it up real fast, too. Why would this be post-quantum, bruh? The problem with pre-quantum is that you utilize, or how do you say this? Pre-quantum is machine learning. So in machine learning, the machine learns. In post-quantum is AGI, artificial general intelligence. So the intelligence has a base of general intelligence. Oh, what the fuck am I saying? The AI has a base of general intelligence that it can build on top of, and that's what makes it quantum, because it understands what is too much, and it always tries to refine too much into a funnel of comprehension for the human, right? So if that's the concept, is always funneling back into a specific source to make something, let's say, post-quantum, because again, quantum is the funnel. Or pre-quantum is the funnel. Post-quantum is the thing below the funnel, right? That's X1 chain in Zen world. You do all this work just to funnel that motherfucker back into here, right? And this can only work if it has all these funnel pieces, if it has Zen burning, if it has VMPX swapping coins and locking coins away for the bridge, if it has users going to Vast AI, Run Pod, and it's very soon we're gonna see personal. Actually, I wonder. Let me tap in with bro and see real quick if I can show this on my live. Let me see if bro will let me do it. Fuck, I don't know though. Let me just ask him. Oh shit. I just sent this man a message in caps. That's the worst. The worst thing you could do is send someone a message in caps. They're like, why are you so aggressive? But let's see if they'll let me test the website live, because wasn't not sure if I can. I'm not gonna be someone who gets good information from some developer and then just fucking fuck it off on the internet. Like, y'all gonna have to wait. That's the benefit of being in development. When you're in development, you get the fucking links, bro. You get the links. I've never been this close in crypto. Usually I get the link after someone else, but now I get the links, bro. I get the links. So we'll see if he lets me demo that. But yeah, so the post-quantum concept we have going here again is that everything has a reason because it's going into a funnel, and that's what saves it from being like a solo concept or a machine learning construct. Like, you have to get beyond that. The machines need to learn together, because why does one machine need to learn 25 years of life, and then another machine comes online and now it has to wait 25 years, right? That's the concept of AI is that you don't need to wait 25 years. It's here today, right? So, like, literally remove everything you know and ask yourself that question: why do we continuously wait for something to take a span of 25, 26 years before we actively say that's a 25-year-old, right? That's how you know that shit is old now. You can literally make one right now. We actually have one called Zen GPT, bro. You want to go to your local 25-year-old in the sky? You can do your research on this. But yeah, AI is considered that. That's like how you know it's successful. It's like acting like a real human. And you can train your models to be 25 in hopefully two weeks. That's kind of like the concept there. But the fuck? Where my Zen at? Must be on the wrong chain or some shit. You don't have enough Zen. Too quantum. Maybe it's got to catch up. But yeah, knowing that we have the Zen GTP, vibe. It's more comprehension that we're moving into AI, and that's kind of why like our system again is super special. I mean, even Jack tweeting this was insane. This was pure insanity, bro. I was at the crib like, yo, no way he just said this out loud. It's going over everybody's head though, because they're like, again, they're not in our quantum area. And it's funny too, because I made a joke about this on Kindness stream where I was saying like, dude, we're like joking around on some like quantum shit right now. Like no one in crypto is joking around on quantum. And the only other people that come out on that was the quantum cats. Literally Udi and Eric Wall are like on the same head game as us, and that's because they have Bitcoin fucking real estate. So I that's why I like the OP cats, because they actually have Bitcoin real estate. So big ups to them. But yeah, so this right here, the goals for X1, fastest EVM. How? 1, implement Solana style multi-leader consensus. So I thought we already had this implemented, but I guess it's just delegated proof of stake. There's a little bit more concept here that I guess they have to install. And that's what I guess we're living through. We're living through right now the development of identifying bad nodes, right? So if my node is running and I have everything right, I got the code right, I'm up to date, right? I got the computer, right? Everything I got is to the quantum. There's nothing more we can do. Then you should be running smooth. But then there are individuals that do come in. We actually had this today. This is a good learning experience for anyone that's out there. We had this dude come into this chat today, and the first thing he says off the rip, can anyone update, can you give me the updates to this guide? So this is what I'm talking about. If you're running shitty shit right now, you're actually seeing these things. And then you're going to come into here and you're going to say, hey guys, how do I fix this? And then everyone that's following development is going to beat you up because they're going to be like, bro, this is easy. 3 steps to update your validator. Then you're going to get other people. Always check pin messages first, you know? And then you got other people who are coming in saying, actually, let's do a rule of thumb. All right. So we are evolving over here. We are so far into the quantum that most aren't even realizing. Jack is talking about it right here. Implement Solana style multi-leader consensus. And then when you, again, see these reflections, right? This is the reflection. This is the hallucination. You go and you go, oh my God, I've got a bunch of warning signs. What's going on? Right? Oh, bro, you need to update your chain data. It looks like you're on the wrong blockchain, right? We have a DAG. Since we have a DAG, that means nodes can actually be off the chain, because each node is a fork of the chain, essentially. What's cool right now is that each fork has to come in parallel, right? That's how the DAG works. We're moving in parallel. So we all come to consensus together in parallel. And then somebody like this shows up. They throw their fucking information into our sound blockchain. And then the blockchain goes, yo, you got really bad blocks. Like you're not on what we're on. You see, there's other people that come in and say the same thing. Why am I getting this error? Right? And it's like, yo, you're literally not on the right chain. So all of this work that's happening right now in the background is actually what's taking us to the next level. So after this one, this was a pretty crazy one. Number 2, use AI neural networks to perform analysis and quorum selection decisions. Now, if you don't know what quorum is, you should get hip to this word, because it basically just means a minimum group of consensus or a minimum group of election, right? The quorum, the middle, the things that are the most important. So essentially, Jack is saying, hey, instead of people coming into here, into the chat, right? Instead of people coming here and saying, hey, I got a warning sign. What the fuck? Like, it's like, yo, let's implement an AI into our DAG so that the person that's saying, hey, what's going on? Maybe they don't need a telegram, right? That's post-quantum shit. Right now, most development groups that you go to are going to tell you when shit goes wrong, come to the development group. In our development group, we're literally trying to get people to cast away, right? And only come back if you need to. Only come back if you need to. That is the beauty of this system being built out right now. Everybody else is hand holding. We're literally kicking birds out of the nest. Go fly, little motherfucker. Like, exactly. You should, though. You got too many resources. You got GPT nowadays, bro. You got YouTube with tons of different podcasts on it. Like, I mean, come on. You can learn this. So this part, though, is funny because it's like, yeah, humans won't learn. So actually, we need to put in an AI so that it learns with our network and it helps our network become the best ever. Post quantum vibes, bro. Post quantum vibes. Now, I can't wait. Jack for president. Yo, Jack is a smart motherfucker, bro. So it actually looks like the homie said I can. All right, cool. He said I can test it out. So let me set up my environment real quick, and we're gonna jump into some fun shit. So let me get my environment going. Actually, I don't actually hold on. Let me make sure that. Shout out Street City West, but I just don't want to fuck myself right now. Right, I'm like, yo, let me make sure I ain't got nothing on here that's gonna fucking give y'all a little bit into my life. You know what I'm saying? Users. Okay, yeah, we lit. We lit? Are we lit? Are we lit, sir? I don't know. Okay, we're lit. We're a little lit. So right now I have to use my terminal to get this going. But essentially, where's it at? XENblocks. Oh, okay. Yeah, I gotta go to CD Zen Vast. There we go. That's where the stuff is. So, see, I've gotten so much better at running a command line because of just mining XENblocks. Who gonna stop me? Who gonna stop me, huh? Oh, is it app.apy? Maybe that's what it is. All right. Oh, shit. That's wrong. I gotta move slower. There we go. All right. So right now I have to run this on my computer. I'm not too sure what's gonna happen next with the bro. But right now what happens is I can copy this HTML and come back over here, post it up. It's gonna go to a server. Like right now I said this is not live, so you cannot do it. You need to have all the other shit that I had to see it. But eventually this is gonna go live this weekend. That's what he's saying. So what you'll see right now is as soon as I log into this website, it's already hooked up to my Vast account, right? And what's really crazy about this website is it has all these things that make me way too scared about difficulty. I'm like, bro, this is too easy for people to do shit, right? Right now, again, I think a lot of the stuff is offline. Right, like my performance analysis isn't working because he said I need to fix the path. So fuck that. But right now I'm just like I don't have that set up, so I can't see my performance aggregator. But this is going to be really cool when this is all out. It teaches you how much you're spending per instance, right? Oh, and this still thinks I'm running a bunch of instances. So actually, this is like the last time I did it. It's kind of funny. I wonder how it refreshes itself. Maybe it can't right now. Fuck it. We're just going to get into what you can do with this tool. All right. So what can I do with this tool? Regardless of all the little things that we just saw. So what happens is that you can make a GPU market order. And what's different about this is when I make my normal block, shout out to the super block I just got. Nice. When I'm making normal blocks and I'm building out my script, I have to build the script, right? I have to put it in and to Linux and learn everything. But what we're getting to now is we're getting to this era where you don't need to necessarily put in all the extra shit to get to XENblocks. Now what you can do is you can simply go over here and I'm loving this because he picked specifically, you know, the good ones. So these are all really, really good things. I like my favorite though is the A4 40,000. A4000. I've gotten so many super blocks on this specific GPU. But let's say, all right, I want to place an order, and I want to do, let's say, I don't know, let's fucking go around. I did 12 before. Let's do 20. How about this? We'll do 24. We'll push it to the max. We'll 2 times it because we're live, and we'll see if this can place the order. All right. If there's 24 out there, I don't know if there is, but we're gonna try to place this order right now. All right, market GPU script is started. Invalid requests. Okay. So what's happening right now is when you're using Vast AI, this is actually just a site where a bunch of people use their GPUs to sell them to you. So it's a GPU marketplace, essentially. Right? If you have a bunch of GPUs, you can just list them on Vast so people can use them. Right? I think it's a really cool business model. So then what Vast has done is they've allowed people to tap into their database to essentially grab these GPUs and bring them anywhere, right? So that's what's happening here. This is searching on Vast, looking for available GPUs, and if there are any to match my request, it's gonna boot them into my instance. So right now it looks like it's running this order, but maybe I picked something fucked up. Right now it's saying, hey, there ain't nothing really happening here. So maybe I picked one that's too wrong. Let's go ahead and just do what I know, which is going to be 12 of these. Because again, I'm freestyling right now, so I don't even know if Vast has those. So we'll see. Right now I have one instance, but once the script starts to run, I should see other instances pop up here. Damn, unless I've got to do something else. Stop script. Damn it. Maybe I can't show you guys. I think I need to do more. See, this is why y'all seeing it live right now. It's not buggy. I think it's just it's remembering all of this stuff here. Hold on, let me see if I can destroy this and if it's gonna work. Yeah, I need this to reset. That's my problem right now. Yeah, that's my problem. All right, well, I can't show you right now. I'm sorry, guys. You're gonna have to wait because I gotta tap in with bro to figure out why exactly it's not popping up here. And again, I ran this a couple days ago, so I didn't run it again until right now. That's why I think I'm running into these issues. Because again, when I did it before, I did 12 pack and then they all showed up. And I was like, my mind was fucked up. I was like, dude, this is the future. Like going to a website saying, I want 12 of one of these, and then the site finding everything. Like you no longer have to go and solo click every single one and then upload the script. You just click and then it downloads the script into the instance and it just gets it going. So yeah, again, I think when these are official, you might be a little too late. You might just be a little too late. Because you could have done it before it got this intense, before people started to build a script on top of the script, right? Before people started building websites on top of the script, on top of the script. I don't know. Most people want to be late, though. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, bro. I don't fucked it up. Please explain XENblocks. I never heard of that before. XENblocks. Just Google it, buddy. Now we'll help him out. XENblocks is the security layer to X1 chain. So in the beginning, when Zen first started in 2022, X1 chain was only going to be secured by the Zen crypto token burn. So by burning that coin on 12 different EVMs, you're able to access that XN token and create a node. Now, through the evolution of the last 2 years, or a year and a half, there has been some other introductions to try to make this, in my opinion, more sound, because it is kind of noisy when you think of this world where everyone can just mint a bunch of Zen and then get into this network. What we've learned in Zen world is that you actually do want to have security of price on your blockchain, because if you don't, people can just come and use the space for free, and you might never recover from it being so free, right? We're seeing this with a lot of Zen coins. They actually might not ever recover because it's so free to make them. And again, that's just part of the game. In the very beginning, no one was really understanding where we were going, right? You can think of it as like a pre-quantum world. Because now that we're in the post-quantum world, we understand why this had to come first. The next thing that came out a little later, or further into the inception of Zen, is VMPX. So VMPX is another way to get XN tokens so you can build up your node. It kind of allowed that security concept of X1 to get a little bit more polished, a little bit more sound, but it's still very noisy because it's VMPX. Like, people have a goal with this, right? And I think that's why, again, that's not the soundest way to create a sound core, right? It's still very noisy with the VMPX. You can see it to this day on X. Like, everybody wants to know what happens with VMPX, right? So then they introduced this. They're like, well, fuck it then. If you do community airdrop, or you get a community airdrop for just doing anything fair crypto related, like if you mint Zen, if you minted X1, if you minted VMPX, if you made any XeNFTs, if you burned any fucking Zen, you're gonna get a Genesis airdrop, right? So then they looped in this one to try to see if, hey, maybe this is gonna create security for X1 chain, right? But then a bunch of people just started making Zen on a testnet, and they were just like not putting any value towards making more Zen. They were just like, yo, we'll go play it on testnet and we'll just like fuck it off, you know? So again, I don't think this right here was the move either. Insert XENblocks, insert proof of work, changing the dynamic of where we were going with this. Started off proof of stake, but now again, we've got this conversation happening of what is it to be post quantum, right? These funnels, like, are these funnels really strong? Can they make an X1 chain, or are they just funnels into the abyss, right? Which most cryptos are. Most cryptos are funneling your crypto into the abyss. If you're in Bitcoin, you're good. If you're in Ethereum, you're good. And then everything else is just kind of like, am I in the right spot, or am I like fucking, you know, am I just in it for, am I in it for the information and not the education? That's basically what it comes down to. So XBlocks or XenBlocks or XEN or Zenium, whatever you want to call it, this was introduced back in September as the true security layer of X1 chain. The true, because users have to make the XEN using resources from planet Earth, electricity, fiat, time, right? Space and time. You get really deep on that on the AI world. Some people say we don't live in space and time anymore. But yeah, this holds your space and time of the crypto post quantum. Because again, quantum is not about time. Yeah, maybe you got a little bit more scientific with it, but when you actually perceive what is it to be quantum, there is no time associated with it because it's random. You know, it's Y or whatever the fuck they say. It's not X, it's Y. It's like, we don't know what this is. It's just random. That's why, again, I've been harping in the last 2 weeks, like, yo, Bitcoin's time server saved the reality. Without the timestamp server inside of the Bitcoin would not be connected to the calendar, and Bitcoin would drift into the fucking abyss because, again, anything that's not connected to the calendar is not going to win, right? It needs to be on calendar time. That's the only way you're going to be able to penetrate IRL. It's just the way it works. I don't know why it works that way, but yeah, everybody's on space and time on this fucking planet. So every crypto needs to have a timestamp server that provides security for those that came before the newcomers, right? And Zen, unfortunately, is not that timestamp server. Everybody's an OG in Zen. You can't miss it. And then same with VMPX. Everybody's an OG in VMPX. You can't miss it unless you literally miss the 1 to 3 for the first year. That if your goal is to get XN, but if you're just in VMPX to get staking rewards, like, you can't lose on either end, because as people start to swap for XN tokens, those tokens go into a vault, they're gone forever, and then the supply is slowly shrinking as people decide to convert for XN tokens. But again, that's not the best protection. Anyone can just go and buy up the VMPX and then get the XN tokens. So when you have this, again, this XENblocks portion of the security of a chain, the only way people can intrude here is to spend actual money. And that is where it's pretty funny. Because a lot of people, we're going to find out when XEN goes live, we're going to see probably a lot of people who did not openly talk about how they're mining all of a sudden have giant bags. And it's like, yo, I thought you weren't mining. It's like, nah, you know, I learned how to do it and I kept going. You know, that's how usually everyone says it. They're like, I learned how to do it and I just could not stop mining. Because it just makes sense. Like as you create these coins and you're like, yo, like I'm making my own crypto that no one can take from me unless they have my private key. But other than that, no one can take this from me. And everyone that's involved, it's a scarce token. XEN or XENblocks only is going to have 600 million, maybe 620 million at most. Right. So it's a scarce token that eventually it's going to be really hard to get. Right. It has a halving in September. So in September, it cuts itself in half. Right. We go from making 10 blocks per or 10 Zenium per block to making only 5. Right. And again, it's perfect. Most people like myself, I have 17 super blocks. The fuck? Or maybe I have 16. I think I have 16. I have 16 super blocks. So like, why wouldn't I just stake those to my node, you know? And I've had a lot of self reflection right now because I'm like, yo, do I really want, you know, to go full node on X1 chain? Because you can do a read only node and stake your proof of work coins to the read only node. You don't actually have to become a node. You could just become part of the decentralization of X1, right? The more computers that hold the ledger, the more decentralized the network becomes. So again, yeah, we have that too. We have that too. You ain't gotta be a validator. You could just be a read-only node. You can mine some XEN and get some free XN coins, right? Plus whatever the fuck these cost, right? Let's do some math. Because right now I think they're around 4 cents, 5 cents. I think I'm still getting it around 4 or 5 cents. Let me see here. We'll be running this for 143 hours. We've got 5,730 XNM. Oops. I'm getting charged $1.92 an hour. So far we spent $247 in the last 143 hours. So we're gonna go ahead and divide that by 5,780 because that's how many Zenium I've created in these last 143 hours. So yeah, this is actually unique. The longer I let this thing run, the cheaper these coins are becoming. Slowly but surely becoming cheaper and cheaper. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, that goes back to the theory that you don't want to stop minting. You want to just keep going. Like right now is the time you get the most coins, right? Like you can go ahead and just times this by 2. That's how much these coins are going to cost in September. That's a fact. There is no way to remove this from the reality because it's happening on a schedule in reality. So in September, I think it's like 9th. It's going to go from 4 cents to 9 cents. Regardless to what the fuck you care about, you know? And that's why I'm mining my ass off. But that is what XBlocks or XENblocks is. It's the security layer to X1 chain because everything else is not a protective funnel to keep the network from being, I guess in our case, 33% attack. Because if somebody were to stake 33% more than the network, they could technically unstake everything and hold the chain. Something that the team is trying to answer. And again, this isn't a bug found by, this is a bug found by Fair Crypto. It's not developed by them. And everybody has to deal with it because it's a phantom bug. So, and then from what I hear, they're working with Phantom to get that bug figured out. So you can just unstake a large amount if you want, the chain won't stop. But right now for security measures, that's just like a mathematical solution built into Phantom code. So yeah, man, there's so many cool things, bro. Like I can talk about X1 and Zen all day long. I hate people who are not following development. Y'all sound super duper out the loop. It's cool. Hashes are sent to testnet. Well, it's AlphaNet. So in case you didn't know, we call X1 blockchain AlphaNet. We've been calling it that for a while now, because it says testnet for X1, but Zenium is on its AlphaNet. So anything that you mine, it's being sent to X1 chain to register it. Oh, y'all don't even know this shit. All right, here we go. Because you're not doing the education. Does anybody ever read this? Have you ever gone to Jack Levin's GitHub? He literally put it in the docs. Damn, you got an achievement? This motherfucker kicking ass. He slowed down over here. That's funny. That's because they moved X1 branch to Fair Crypto. So it's no longer over here. It's pretty funny. But when you go to the Zen miner, you go to docs. In this docs area, it actually tells you about like everything, bro. There's a paper about concurrency and world state. I don't know what this is. But the reduction of congestion in the world state. Oh, that's what it's supposed to probably be. So this is a document that tells you why we have multi level token creation, why you can run, and why our system runs in parallel, right? Parallel processing. We brought the DAG concept all the way down to Zenium, so that this way we could actually have a super sound state database, right? State DB. The problem with a lot of coins, again, is that everything is running on the base layer, and that causes congestion because everybody's trying to get to the beam of light, right? Like imagine Ethereum is a beam of light, right? And there's a tiny wall, and if you pay 57 Gwei, you can get through that wall to get to that light right now, right? And due to Nakamoto consensus, as more people go, hey, I need to get to that light, this thing just goes up and up and up and up because it goes to the highest bidder. Whoever's bidding on getting the light gets it, right? In our system, since we're utilizing a DAG, we actually can explore, I'm gonna go back to it, we can explore post-quantum concepts, like what does it look like to actually have parallel processing, because we have a blockchain that can handle this, right? X1 chain is what's handling Zenium. And it's pretty cool, right? Here, this is a fun blurb. Impact on gas and fees. By allowing parallel processing, the system reduces the load on network resources. Each currency type can be processed independently, meaning the popularity or the congestion of one currency, like XEN, doesn't affect the processing speed or fees for others, like Zuni. So this is actually a super powerful paper, because this is what has me knowing that when I'm building next is not going to be a fucking smart contract. I'm going to build something in parallel to this state database. That's actually where the bread is. Whatever they're creating right now, this paper told me like, yo, yeah, that's the bread. Network congestion and creating coins so you don't have that, right? And again, we have this on the base layer. Zenium, bro. This isn't even on X1, even though it's there. It's not the highlight, you know? It's pretty cool shit. And then, so then they have enable to render block. Come on, man, give me this. Give me this. This is why I'm so hyped, y'all. I'm actually reading this shit. Like, am I the only person that's actually reading everything that Jack and team is posting? Again, are you regurgitating information, or are you getting the education? I'm giving you the information right now. It can be education, but I will tell you to go and read this paper so you can truthfully get educated on it. So this is explaining why we have a memory hard algorithm called Argon 2 and what that does for everything. Now, one of the coolest things in here, though, again, Zenium's tokenomics. Zenium miner initially receives 10 Zenium per block, halving yearly. This ensures a steady income, or a steady economy, and an estimated supply of 6 million. Right. So, but let's go up here. This, oh yeah, adaptive difficulty. Okay. This is hard, bro. No other chain has this. I haven't been able to find anything that has this. Anything. If you know one, please put it in the chat or in the comments below, because I still have not found anything. And I'm in this shit. I haven't found zip zada zulu. All right, so let's talk about this. Adaptive difficulty. Zenium's difficulty adjusts based on network competition, balancing security with sustainability, energy demand. Now, the crazy thing about Argon 2 is it's memory hard. And what we're learning in this process of memory hard, and it's actually pretty funny because it's almost like, yo, did they know this before? You know, like we're talking with Jack Levin, bro. He's probably been post-quantum for a long time. I'm just getting here and I'm seeing all these bright minds that have been waiting for people like myself to show up, right? Going to that Brian Johnson event, he was extremely happy that there was some other people there that weren't just trying to figure out if they were going to die, right? 2 Zenians walk in the room and we say, bro, what's up with this AI shit? Yeah, can we put that shit in X1 chain? You want to put it? That's what we were trying to get at with Brian Johnson. We were trying to get him to throw the library in X1 chain. Fuck it, open source it, bro. Open source the health. Put it in X1 chain. You could keep the you can author the smart contract. I'm telling you guys too much, but we're working on it. But again, life is about difficulty, and how many people show up to get one thing is what makes something very, very valuable. That difficulty to get that one thing. So here, our difficulty, right now it's at 30,000. How does the difficulty come about, right? So we'll go over here. We're going to learn some shit. We're going to learn about the XENblocks because don't nobody know anything. Everybody know everything but anything, you know? Everyone is scared of X1. Everyone is very nervous to say that they're right or that they're wrong and all this other stuff, you know? And I think that's also part of what I'm learning being post-quantum now is you have to let go of everything that you know. Like, the computer will do it. If you won't do it, the computer will do it. Think of it that way. You want to know why you got laid off? Because you didn't want to forget everything you do. That sounds pretty fucked up, but that's the world we live in nowadays. People would rather hire you dumbfounded than they would with you knowing what the fuck you're doing. Because if you know what you're going to do, you might come with new ideas that's off track. I talked about this before when I've already seen that. I hit a ceiling at a VC funded concept because I created something that wasn't actually part of the pitch deck. And it was like, we're never going to pitch that to people. What the fuck? Are you crazy, Brandon? Like, you want us to pitch this? Like, we need to teach people this, you know? So it's like, yeah, that probably was my early 20 naiveness where I should have understood the message. But yeah, that's what I mean. A lot of people just don't want to be wrong. And they just run in with whatever comes to their mind first, you know? But back to this difficulty. Did this shit load already? Damn, bro, I gotta do it like this, bro. Should have had it up already. Yosef, if you're watching this, I've noticed that this shit works. If I click on a button, it don't work. But if I go up here and I put in the URL, bro, it work. I don't know what's up with that. So right now it's pretty funny because you see the difficulty is going down as people either are turning off miners, running out of money, or what's happening, you know. But this difficulty is actually being governed by X1 chain. And what X1 chain is doing is X1 chain is, and that's why I'm saying we are an AlphaNet in XENblocks, and is using the testnet of X1 chain to keep the organization of the difficulty right now, right? So and that's why it's kind of important for us to have these hiccups in testnet so we can see if it impacts XENblocks. And we did see that for a second, where the consensus knew what the difficulty was, but the graphics were displaying the wrong difficulty, and we seen it right here, this little dip, or maybe it was before. Yeah, I think it was before that. We were still, when the fuck did we fork? Maybe it was here. So this part here where this difficulty dropped a little bit, that was because we forked from that hiccup that happened with the unstaking. And then when we had that fork happen, they noticed that the difficulty basically went off for a little bit. And then as soon as they were like, oh shit, this shit went off, we need to, get it back to normal. Everyone's still mining and doing the same things, but it just went off for a split second. And then boom, as soon as the network came back and difficulty re-arrived, all of a sudden we just started boosting all the way up. So this is why it's important that we have this feature. This is the importance of this feature. Okay, this is a blockchain feature not a lot of other chains have. Adaptive difficulty, right? And again, Argon 2 can have this because Argon 2 is just a hashing algorithm. And think of it as like it's the middle of the network. The middle of the network is Argon 2. The difficulty is based on you getting to that, right? This is on bandwidth. This is your bandwidth to get into the Argon hash pool for XENblocks, right? And then when you're running your hasher, when you're running your miner, it's delivering a ton of hashes trying to get you some XENblocks, right? It's getting you like, and that's why the more hashes you add, right? Right now I'm at 17,000 on this specific one. That's 17,000 hashes a second, beating on that motherfucking 130,000 difficulty. Like, bro, let me get some blocks, bro. Let me get in, and the less you have, the, if you only got like 5,000, you're just like knocking on the door. Can I get some blocks, please? Can I get some blocks? Some people coming in, they got like 100,000 hash rate and shit. They're like kicking in the door like they're the Fed. So you got to figure it out. And you don't need a lot. You see, I got a super and I don't have that much. It's about time in the hash pool. The more time you can spend in the pool, the more likely you are to get a super is what I'm learning for sure. But again, this is a big thing that no other cryptocurrency has. If you know one, let me know. But yeah, this memory hard Argon 2 shit fucks up the game. Another thing too is like, again, we discovered that difficulty is realistically based on that idea, right? Nakamoto consensus is a great psychological way of creating an auction, right? It's a digital auction. We fight for blocks. We fight for light. Think of it that way. That's the way I'm trying to say it now. We fight for light. My wallet needs to get some power, so I need to throw 47 gwei behind it to get to the light. But don't let this shit jump to 50, because now I'm going to have to put some more gwei behind it. And again, right? That's why we level up on how much gas we put in a transaction, right? So to get to the light, you add more, you get faster results. That's not really post-quantum vibes. Post-quantum vibes is actually leaving room so that there is no such thing as like, oh, we're in an auction race, right? And that's why I love this Argon 2, because the auction is the Argon 2. That's the light, not your gas. Your gas is a transaction. So you see how we are post-quantum already? Instead of focusing on hashing transactions, we focus on hashing an algorithm that actually reduces power, right? The more information, the more hash power that comes to the network, it actually reduces power because you can only use so much memory, right? That difficulty, it enters a new quantum resistance that no one thought of, which is, how do you get more memory when everyone's bringing more memory, right? Now we've got this thing where everybody got to work on it. Who can break the memory? We've been trying to break this memory for 6 months and shit's going pretty all right, I haven't seen anybody, because what I mean by break the memory is that if you come with a bunch of hash power, you're actually going against yourself, right? So if the number one leaderboard dude, right, is averaging at a 947,000 hashes, god damn. Damn, in 24-hour average, or hold on, we gotta split that up. How many hashes per hour is that? Jesus. Where's the calculator at? That's actually a lot of fucking hashes. This isn't a 24-hour vibe. Damn, it's not gonna let me. So it said, what that should say? 947315. Okay, and then divide this by 24. Damn. All right. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing right now. I'm trying to figure out how many hashes an hour is that. Who gives a fuck? That doesn't change anything, but I do see that that is a significant jump. So whoever this is up here, they're holding it down. But what I'm going to get at real quick is that you see how there is a significant difference in the hash rate here. We're going from 947 to 4040. So this is a significant change. And this is what I'm talking about. Because if now, let's say Joe Schmo goes, oh shit, like X1 chain is going to be post quantum. They just got here. They're like, oh, I know that mining Zen isn't it because I'm going against a bigger pool of difficulty currently than I would be mining XEN. Again, because a lot of people don't comprehend it yet. Once more people get it, once the site goes online, right? Once we get the XENblocks site, everybody going to be mining XENblocks. So right now, not a lot of people, not a lot of competition. Actually, probably, again, the best way to get into X1 chain because it's lower risk and less competition, right? But you do have a competition, which is called hash rate. So as soon as you enter the game, because you're starting at 0, right? Crypto Bro been here for 5 months. You've been here for 0 months. There's no such thing as being late because we're in quantum. Any moment that you start is your time server concept. And that's why it sucks to be late because there's people who started before you. And now you've got to eat the pill and be like, fuck, I really did fucking wait to do this shit while everybody else was, having fun. Now you want to bring in, because you went to the XenPub site, you're like, all right, I need this many hashes, right? I need to be hashing at least 38,000 hashes an hour, right? You can almost think of it that way too. So you can see here, if I want to match the #1 leaderboard, I probably should add another, another build here. But I don't know if I'm going to do that. But that's what I'm saying. Like, it's like, yo, if I want to go head to head with the leaderboard, I'm going to add more hashes to the pool, which essentially is going to be saying to everyone, we need less memory because there's more hashes added to the pool. And we're all going for the Argon 2, right? That's the beam of light. We're all trying to get into the Argon 2 memory frame so that we can say we got the Zen 11, right? And as more and more people join, it gets harder and harder. And then you become your own worst enemy because as you're trying to catch up to everyone because you waited, right? Now time is your enemy because you waited. Now you're going to have to catch up and you're going to push difficulty. So now you're fucking up yourself because fuck, if I would have been mining with the crew, right? With the group, I would have been part of the group consensus as the fucking difficulty rised. So now I'm playing catch up on difficulty and I'm my worst enemy because I'm bringing more hashes to the network. I'm pushing difficulty up now, right? So this is a whole other part of crypto that no one's talking about. This is a whole other thing that no one in crypto is even touching on. That's why nobody can comprehend it. That's my whole theory. When it's even taking me a good amount of time to comprehend difficulty. Took a long time. So I don't expect anybody to get this off the rip. But once you understand it, that's when it gets scary because it says, you say to yourself like, wow, can I really get like up here on this leaderboard? Can I afford that? Can I afford having 38,000 hashes an hour? Right? And knowing like where we are today, I'm getting 70 something right now with this difficulty going down, right? Spending $1.92, which is $46 a day, right? And now I need to double this up. So really I need to be spending $92 a day if I want to stay in the race. And then, and then again, like I said, the more you add so you can get further, the actual fuckery you get into because you're going against yourself. And then it's like, fuck, this is just an endless game of me versus me, right? The miners have, again, dropped and fell off because a lot of people gave up when it went GPU. They didn't want to understand. They said, I like the quantum world I live in. I like the quantum world I live in, and now time is your worst enemy. So it really is up to you, man. It's up to you how you want to do it, but I just dove in really deep into XenBlocks. That's a really deep overside that no one's talking about. Only if you come to our channel, aka the Telegram, will you get these types of notes But most people out there, they think they're just mining to mine. I'm mining because this is the craziest fucking algorithm I've ever seen in my fucking crypto career. I've never seen anything like this. There are Argon 2s out there. Don't get it twisted. I got my notes, bro. What's this thing called? Wait, hashrate.no. Sounds a little too much of your bag. If Zen Turbo is right, it's more than a trillion. 145 trillion. What's that? What is the site that the maps you are on? Oh, this is XenPub. Xen.pub. They have a XenBlock dashboard where you can see everything played out for you. But see right here, what I could do is I can go to coins. And this is a site where, again, we are not mainstream. We are not even at the top of the ocean right now. We are still very deep at the bottom. No one knows about us in this world. And this is why, again, this is your advantage. But if you're going to sleep on it, fine. Post quantum, we don't give a fuck. You just sleeping. We was winning, right? So here, like, are you waiting for XEN to pop up on hashrate.no before you're like, oh yeah, that's for sure? I don't know. Maybe you can't talk in third person to yourself or some shit. I don't know. Let's go Argon 2. I get hit. I get heated. So I found this one on here because I was like, all right, who else is doing Argon 2? And I've been doing my research. Argon 2 has been out since 2015. In 2018, it won the password hash award, and a lot of developers that were in password encryption actually adopted Argon 2 because, again, a lot of people were realizing that they could use the memory to their advantage. And what I mean by that is, like, if I have a bunch of GPUs constantly hashing Argon 2, I could potentially make one of the best, like, firewalls for content. Because if it takes 300 gigabytes to get into the memory pool, then now you need to find 300 gigabytes. Like, that's not, most GPUs are 4 or 24, my bad. That's like the highest, 24. And those ones, like, that's like a 4090, right? How much is a 4090? I think these are like, what, like 21? How much are these? It's better than the 3090 for sure. So 3090 is $15.99. Oh, so this one's $100 more. Yeah, or $300 more. Kinda. Like $500 more maybe. That's fine. That's your premium. This is your premium GPU. So essentially $2,000 times 300. Fuck it, we'll just drop all the zeros. Or 3,000. Yeah, 300. So 2,300, 6, 3 zeros, 5 zeros. So $60,000 to get 300 gigabytes. You see what I mean? That's what they did here with this Argon 2 shit. They made it so that you have to spend money to fuck the encryption up. And a lot of people agree, like, yeah, this is the best way to do encryption. Not just allowing people to bring in power, because that means, you know, if your password is encrypted by power, I just need to get enough sun. Like, don't let me set up a fucking boogeyman lore in the North Pole when the sun never go down, because I'm gonna definitely crack your shit, right? This is not, Argon 2 is not using power, it's using memory power. So again, it takes a lot more resources to hack and crack the password. Why I think it's a beautiful design for blockchain, because everybody's gonna want those coins. Everybody gonna want them. And again, what did I say? If everybody wants something, they're going to intensify the difficulty, and then it's going to go up because they're all going for the same thing. It's governed by Argon 2, which is a tiny window. I think the most memory you need to get a hash on Argon 2 is like 19 megabytes. That's why we started at like 15,000. And now, like, yeah, like, it's making so much sense. It's really working. Like, this difficulty would be smaller if there was less people hashing. But since everybody's hashing, it just won't go down. You would need everyone to turn off. Everybody would have to turn off. Dude, it's scary. 506 miners. Can you be any earlier, bro? And again, you're getting the straight up gas right now. Like, I don't even tell people about this shit no more. I'm just giving up on all the Zeniums. I'm like, fuck it, man. Y'all don't care. I'm gonna just keep mining away. I got the math now. And again, why did this end? Let's open this up. Why did this one Argon 2 not win? First off, do you see the stupidness here? All right, let's see some dumb in here. There's some dumb in here. All right, what's the first thing you see that looks dumb in this? Crypto for humans, ladies and gentlemen. Humans are ass, dude. Humans suck. Humans are the worst, bro. They're their own demise. So I knew that this failed as soon as they put that word human there, right? NIMX is a unique open source payment system and cryptocurrency. It empowers all humans with decentralization but easy payments. So what do they do here? Let's look at the tag. Got the one paper. All right. NIMX is a blockchain ecosystem for payment design to make cryptocurrencies easy to use for everyone without compromising decentralization. All right. Designed for mass adoption. Memes is the easiest crypto to use, buy, sell from a bank account, swap for BTC, manage and stake directly with no software downloads or installations or plugins or personal data required. Just open up a website. Wait. Hold the fucking wait. Right. So this is when I was going down this rabbit hole because again, I had to make sure that what I'm diving into, I'm just not fucking, gonna end up getting eaten by the Loch Ness monster. So I wanted to know why this didn't work, right? I think of a crypto that's like, again, that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of cryptos out there, but they're just dead. They're just not doing nothing. They came out with the Nike Dunk and they failed. They didn't have nothing after that. And now their trading volume is people. I don't know what the fuck I don't know what this is anymore. Being post-quantum, I IDK how cryptos can even keep this trading volume. Realistically, if I had to say something about it, I don't want to be mean to nobody, but yeah, it's a lot of uneducated individuals keeping a lot of these coins alive. If they were more hip to what their goal was and how they can get to it, they probably wouldn't be dibble dabbling in these type of things. And again, that's why I think we're moving to a world where we're actually compressing all blockchain development into like a starting 10. Like there's going to be 10 cryptos that everybody fucks with going into the future. And right now we're at the intel of, can you get into that top 10? Are you building yourself to be post-quantum? I don't think there's a many coins doing this right now, especially not NIMX. The fuck? Yeah, let's look at the. Let me stop talking shit. Maybe they got fucking blocks going on, bro. Got some transactions over here. Ice mining. Transaction. This is pretty funny to see. I don't want to dive in on this, but long story short, what they're doing is they're using your website and your IP. And while I keep this website open, it's hashing our NIMX coins in the background using my fucking CPU. I'm gonna turn this off. And that's kind of why, like it says, it works with no personal data. You just open up your website, because once you open up a website, it attaches a miner to your fucking computer window, and then from there, as long as this window is open, it's mining in the background. Bad. So this again is why I'm saying, when you look at a cryptocurrency, are they still putting miners in the background, or are they focused again on how to solve the Byzantine issue of today's reality, which is how do we funnel a post-quantum experience with vulnerabilities from pre-quantum reality, right? You would say opening a website is a vulnerability from a pre-quantum reality. You shouldn't be driving people to open websites for crypto. Like, that's the easiest way for them to get wrecked. The fact people put money behind this is very funny to me, right? Let me get the fuck off this website. But again, their proof of work, because the proof of work is, as long as you got that website open, that shit hashing, right? And they can control it, because unless I open up a ton of websites, that's why, again, I don't really know how their shit works, because it's like, how do I expand on my mining? You know, then maybe there's something out there to, maybe they got like here, let's look at their GitHub. Maybe they do have some docs where I can get to the core faster. Rust implementation, official JavaScript implementation, key guard wallets, snark setups. Look at me, man. I'm a dev. I'm over here reading this shit. I'm like, what they got going on, bruh? PHP. Oh, they using a jungle database. See, we got a cool ass database. This database we got in X1 chain is called Pebbles DB. So they went ahead and they rocked with this thing called Pebbles. I guess it's just like, yeah, like we were on this Rocks DB, then we got on this Pebbles DB. So you see block-based tablets, checkpoints, index batching, lots of really cool things going on with this database. That's why, again, Jack Levin's going crazy, y'all. Like, y'all don't understand, man. He's going really nuts with what he has at his disposal. He's like, yo, we even gonna choose a better database, right? And I look at other places like Jungle DB. Let's see what Jungle DB is. Oops, spelled that wrong. Your journey to database proficiency. Oh, 2017. The fuck? Man, they haven't updated anything since 2017. Is your blockchain on a database from 2017? Did you see what the Rock DB? It literally said it was updated. This website says it's updated January 9th. January 9th, 2024, guys. 2024. Nemix, update your database, but you probably can't because you're mainnet now. You're fucked. You gotta start over. You gotta start over, man. Yeah, that's not good. See, it's too easy now, Mo. This is too easy. Too easy, man. I'm just talking shit now. I just need to shut up and disappear. That is some 2018 concept crypto. Exactly, dude. The 2018 concepts, the 19 concepts, the 20 concepts. That's why it's like the airdrops, the fucking buy and burns, like all that shit is just like, it's old. Like you could go and, FanDuel, you can literally bet on ClearNet now. So casino crypto is just dead, bro. It's dead. That's my whole theory on it. It's all dead. And it's because of the way that post-quantum works. You can't transition with the times if you can't get with the times. Right? And those that pioneer the evolution of an industry, they're typically on the time of the industry, not on the time of the people. So it's up for the people to recognize that entity is working in parallel with what is the time, right? And if you don't do your research and you end up on Nemix on a 2018-17 database questioning why the fuck isn't my coin going up, then there's your question right there, or there's your answer. And then let's go all the way back to Zen, right? Now that you know all this stuff about XENblocks, now that you know it's got a robust everything about it is the shit in P.o.W. What do you think the reflection is in the Zen world? Right? You can take this with you anywhere you want in Zen world. If somebody tries to shit on Zen, it's like, bro, our X1 chain has the best technology in it. Who cares if Zen is post-quantum or pre-quantum? Right? Who cares if this came out in 2022? It's going to do its thing because it's got so much shit behind it. Like there's so much research and development that has gone into making this coin lifeless. And that is why you're stressed. You're trying to bring life to something that's dead. Yes, Zen is dead because it died with pre-quantum. It died with all those other coins. Even DXN is dead. But why is DXN alive? Because it's connected to Zen, which is connected to X1 chain. It gives it a post-quantum reality. Why is X1 still speculatable? Because it's connected to X1, and it is giving this a post-quantum reality. Same with the VMPX. Why is this thing not tanking? Oh, because it's connected to X1, and it's, look at it. God damn, somebody tried. Fuck. Hold up. Where that at? Wow. How did I miss this? Holy shit. I'm not keeping my eye on VMPX. I hope that my guy Simple, bro, I hope you got some of this. Wow. 100,000 VMPX dumped for $4,000. Let's see this account, bro. Let's see this account. What the fuck? Oh, they still got 100,000. I'ma scare these motherfuckers. Oh, they dumping. Oh, they dumping. Oh, they dumping. This is so funny. Only on a VMPX dump would you see somebody's last interaction with the contract was 65 days ago. Bro, if that's not quantum, I don't know what the fuck is. That's a lot of time behind that last interaction, bro. What? You mean 65 days ago you showed up to sell your bag that you bought? Oh, so this person's a buyer. They didn't mind none. Or did they? Let's go to the last page. Yeah, this is a buyer. So that's really cool to see. But yeah, VMPX post-quantum, this shit ain't going down. You can sell it and all the motherfuckers come up behind you. Look at that shit. He said, what? Fuck. Give me some. Everybody came in and grabbed that shit. And again, that's why it's like, yo, the difficulty in Argon 2 is the reality state of crypto and why we are post-quantum. Everybody's fighting for the same amount of money. Everybody's fighting for the same amount of liquidity. Everyone is fighting for a singular entity of the middle. And all of us think we're gaining on that when we really aren't. You can even apply this to your daily job, bro. If everyone's making minimum wage and the job is making way more and they could pay you more, but they're going to keep you at minimum wage, so you guys fight over minimum wage. And then you're going to fight over hours. How pre-quantum does that sound? After all the stuff I just said. You're fighting for $20 an hour so you can be at the job for 8 hours to hopefully get 40 hours at the end of the 5-day span. And majority of the time, you're probably part-time, so you're only getting 20 hours, getting paid $20 an hour. Granted, if you're in the middle of the world, excuse me, middle America, you might be making $15 an hour. You're fighting for $15 an hour, bro. You see how that Argon shit plays into this whole scenario? It all makes so much sense to me now. That's why I'm super calm and chill, because I'm no longer in that fight of that pre-quantum world where you're fighting over the scraps of whatever, you know, you're a pack of dogs. I'm not that. I'm grabbing the scraps for the next reality, bro. I'm done with that whole this, that, and the third, you know. And I hope you can see that as well from this array of explanation. We are living in a post-quantum reality, and Zen is the perfect item to showcase this. And if it were to go down further, it should follow the trends. It should actually take a nice little, you know, dump. For those that are trying to, how do you say this? Play the game and trying to beat quantum. I don't think quantum is beatable. That's like, you got to die in order to beat it. Now, after all this information I got, the only way you're going to escape this reality is dying. Right? Don't die. Right? So knowing that in this reality, it's more likely for this to go down. That's our don't die scenario. It going up. So you have to agree that it's going down. You have to agree. It's going to be that moment we all agree, and then it's going to go off. Right? That's that moment. We all agree, yo, this is done. And then boom, it just takes off, because that's what it was waiting for. It was waiting for everyone to say the same thing too much. This is done. This is done. This is done. This is done. And it's kind of why, again, I opened up the stream with the homegirl Crypto Mom making that tweet, because it showed like, yeah, a lot of people think this is done. And that might be the quantum signal that this shit's about to go off. But at the same time, I play this game. I know this game. And it wouldn't be surprising to see it follow pre-quantum reality, because it is part of that. It is part of that world where people believe that this can only go down, that people believe that they are better than the difficulty. I'm gonna fucking print all the Zen and scare everybody. Well, who's that, right? We've heard it all, dude. We've heard it all, man. So I'm too excited right now, guys. I'm too fucking excited. I can't hide it. That's why I didn't stream yesterday. I was like, I don't even need to talk about this shit. We're just gonna wait for it to happen. Nobody cares anyways. Only specific few. Sorry, I'm playing with my Zen guy. Oh yeah, he doesn't show up. So Zenny with it. Yeah, man, I'm gonna wrap up this stream, bro. Bandwagon has electrolytes. Zen 1D looks so fucking bearish. Yo, pre-quantum Zen looks bearish as fuck, bro. Ugh. It's all good though. I hope this eased your mind a little bit too for the last 27 people that are watching, my real ones. Like, we good, bro. We so good, bro. Like, all the noise, kind of funny now. It's kind of funny too that people want to stay in the past. You know, like the more I think about it, I'm very progressive. I've always been progressive in my reality. And that's why I thought a lot of people in crypto were like me. I thought a lot of people were exactly like me. And now I'm learning that I'm the fool for thinking that, you know, like I'm actually the fool for thinking people are like me in crypto, because majority of people aren't. Right? I found my tribe, which is the Zenians, and there's a small group of those motherfuckers. Shout out to everybody here. We like a super duper small group, and then out of nowhere, everybody's gonna want to join our quantum reality because we're kicking ass, and they're like, how did this happen? Like, how did you guys get to this level? Like, go watch all Crypto Bruh's fucking streams. Go watch all his streams and watch him play out until February 20th, 2024, when he finally came out and said, you know what? We might have wasted a lot of time, but you got to ask yourself, where are you today? All that time spent, are you still in the same place? Or are you like me, who just literally said, hey, Dev, can I show some people some stuff? And then using the command line, I was able to bring up something within seconds that is going to exist as a URL, right? Who's really losing? I'm fucking a computer whiz now. But hey, man, dabs and naps. Actually, I'm about to go buy some dabs right now. You know what I'm saying? It's discount day. I might have to shave though. Maybe it's this light over here. It's got me looking bummish, man. Bummish. But yo, shout out to everybody that showed up today. Mind, Body, and Crypto. Tad 8, Dank, Lita, Code Cluster. Shout outs for the questions. Satoshi Overloaded. Does it still make sense to burn for DXN? Always. But I would say go join the camp so you can learn about what they got going on. But good questions today, bro. Keep asking the questions. Keep asking them. Keep asking them. All right? When they tell you to stop, then fuck them. Fuck them. Shout outs Rolando. I see you up in here. Tree City West. You know, all the proper ones. But yeah, man, I'll be back tomorrow. We'll talk up some more shit. We'll keep it quantum. Let's pray for that pre-quantum dump in Zen. Because again, a lot of people is not on our level. So they'll learn the hard way. They'll dump it all. Then they'll be back in like 4 months. Like, fuck, why'd I dump all my dump? Like, bro, you should have been post-quantum 4 months ago. Peace.